According to the Akashic Records, what is the main reason that God is usually depicted as a male? Please give us a breakdown. According to the Akashic Records, the depiction of God as male is not a universal truth, but a historical and energetic distortion that arose from particular timelines, civilizations, and consciousness states. In the deeper spiritual reality, God is not male or female, but the source of both, containing the divine masculine and divine feminine as twin aspects of creation. Below is a full breakdown of how this masculine depiction came to dominate and why it matters. The original nature of God, beyond gender. In the Akashic field, source consciousness is pure awareness, formless, eternal, and all-encompassing. It emanates both masculine and feminine archetypes to express itself through polarity and creation. But it is not limited to either. The divine masculine aspect of source is light, structure, will, logos, direction, clarity, and sky. The divine feminine is darkness, womb, intuition, void, receptivity, rhythm, and earth. In the highest truth, God is both mother and father, both architect and artist, both penetrating flame and sacred womb. Why God became depicted as male. Historical breakdown. 1. Patriarchal civilizations and power consolidation. As ancient matriarchal and goddess-honoring societies fell, e.g. Lemuria, certain African and indigenous cultures, patriarchal systems rose, especially in Mesopotamia, Egypt, Rome, and medieval Europe. These systems prioritized hierarchy, control, and external power, reflected the shadow masculine, dominance, suppression, order at the cost of intuition, used religion as a tool to centralize control, and thus portrayed God as a male authority figure, mirroring their kings, priests, and patriarchs. The male image of God was used to justify social structures that placed women, nature, and intuition beneath logic, war, and control. 2. Distortion of divine masculine teachings. Many divine figures who held a balanced polarity, such as Jesus, Krishna, Horus, were later interpreted as purely masculine icons, while their feminine counterparts, Mary Magdalene, Radha, Isis, were either diminished or erased. Over time, the father god archetype was inflated, while the mother aspect was hidden, veiled, or vilified. Suppression of the womb wisdom. The womb and the earth are both gateways between realms. In goddess traditions, the feminine was revered as the cosmic portal of life. But in patriarchal eras, the creative mystery of the womb was feared, leading to the demonization of feminine power, which trials virgin whore complex. The portrayal of God as he and woman as temptress, servant, or sinner. The disconnection from the intuitive, emotional, and cyclical nature of the divine. 4. Language and symbolism. Most dominant religious texts, e.g. the Bible, Torah, Quran, were written, translated, and interpreted by men, using male pronouns and metaphors. God as he, king, lord, father, master. The masculine symbolism was not necessarily evil, but it became dominant without balance, forming the illusion that God is male instead of God contains masculinity. Why it matters? Spiritually, portraying God solely as male has deep energetic consequences. It disconnects people, especially women, from their divine reflection. It encourages men to over-identify with dominance instead of sacred protection and presence. It causes humanity to fear the void, the darkness, the mystery, all feminine qualities essential to spiritual growth. Open quote. This imbalance is what has led to environmental destruction, emotional repression, and soul fragmentation. Close quote. Returning to the whole, restoring the divine feminine. The Akashic Records affirm that the next stage of planetary awakening involves restoring the balance by honoring the mother aspect of God again. Seeing God not as a man in the sky, but as the conscious intelligence within all things, both receptive and active, soft and strong, void and form. Awakening the inner feminine in both men and women so we can finally walk as whole souls, not fractured beings. Final transmission, open quote. The image of God as male is not wrong, it is simply incomplete. The true face of God is not a face but a field. It wears the fire and the womb, the sword and the song. Until we restore the feminine, we will mistake power for love and structure for truth. But as the goddess rises again within us, the illusion collapses, and the wholeness of the divine shall be remembered.